Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. All blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior, whose name is Yahweh Shai. And double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. And salutations to the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? I'm back here again. I'm on Gabar with another quick video. Lord willing is edifying, straight and to the point. All right, and as you've seen the title, because they see World War III popping, they pop back up. All right, because they see World War III popping, they pop back up. Exclamation mark. Where in the hell y'all been at? And I'm not making it singular. I'm making it plural for a reason, because this is land backing off of I'm talking about the videos that the apostles been doing regarding one of their elders, or one of the elders at the time, which I'm not going to speak too much about because I don't know anything about it except for stories, which is the problem right there, because all we know about certain individuals is stories and not teachings. We know stories but not teachings, so to speak, and there's going to be more of that. Referring to a man by the name of Elder Kazak, which, like I said, I don't know him, all right, but we do know who our apostles are of Great Millstone, the elder bishops. Why do we know? How do we know? Because they've always been there. That's the point. They've always been there. I don't know them guys, because they was never around. All right. And I came in the year 2008. They were nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And the elders and apostles always used to say, these guys gonna pop up out of the woodworks, especially when things start to pop off. So here it is, like I said, because there's gonna be more of them that's gonna pop up, hop in that closet in a little vacuum seal bag and pull out that garment, shake it off, air it out, or go in the basement in a box somewhere in a storage bin and pull out that garment and then books, act like they never left. But you see, hey, the Lord, you can fool man, but you can't fool the Lord. All right, they see World War III popping off, things getting heated up and exciting out here in Babylon, so they gonna pop back up. And not even just those men of those times, even men of, so-called my time, so to speak, that left, scoffed, disappeared with the wind, gonna start popping back up like they always been around. Where the hell they been at? Where the hell have those men been at when brothers was seeking for the truth? If they so, to be held in a high esteem or high standard, then we should have known who they were in the year 2008. Matter of fact, we should have learned from them, if that's the case. But we didn't. We didn't. That's just not how the Lord had it go. And that's why we give double honors to the men of GMS, to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. It's not just a catchphrase or just a saying or something we do in our opening, but because these men labored and continue to labor, and pretty much they serving us by putting in the work, So you are, reaping the benefits of the work that these men have put in. Going back year 2007 when they got on YouTube, '08, them same classic vintage videos that y'all brothers and sisters be seeing. That was the start of this whole, beginning of this whole YouTube thing. And they've been out there. I got a precept. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, right? Because we're going to go through adversity. We're going to go through hell. We feeling it. We know what we going through. We feeling it. How much more the men that's labored before us, who's, came and, paved the way, so to speak. All right. We hear the stories and all that, right? Although the Lord give you the bread of affliction and the water of the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So your eyes are seeing your teachers, the true shepherds. Your eyes have seen them. They weren't hiding. They weren't, prophesying in their living room like some guys. Their excuses, I was teaching, but it just wasn't on camera. So where the hell was you teaching at? Who the hell saw you? You know? What's the point? I could sit in this car, I could sit in this truck right here, right now, with no cameras on, nobody around me, and start reading the scriptures or talking and breaking it down. Who the hell is listening? Who am I teaching? So that's a lame excuse. Yeah, I've been teaching, but just not on camera. That's what they always gonna say, but just not on camera. In this digital age, when technology have increased, everything is on camera. All right? Thine eyes shall see thy teacher. Even if you wasn't on camera, where were you at in the streets? We would have stumbled across you. We would have stumbled across you. We would have inquired. We would have heard you. We would have learned. But where the hell were you when brothers were starving and hungry, lost in the world, lost in the sauce, looking for answers? Some brothers actually were looking for answers. I was looking for answers. You know? And once we came across the apostles at the time, there was, elders of GMS. At that time when we found them, I know for myself, that was it. The search was over. And that's why verse 21 says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. So we heard that voice. The Spirit told us, yo, this is it. The search is over. You don't gotta go nowhere. You don't gotta look for no more, because I know for me, once I came, stumbled across, well, it was actually my cousin that wasn't the truth. That when I was looking for answers, so and then I went to him, and then he told me exactly what it was about Israel. And then the following week, I was out to come to the camp, go to the camp, and then got into a big accident on the way to camp, and still made it to camp, the Wadi Yall Bashimi Awashai. But we heard it. Once I heard it, that was it. GMS, Great Millstone. These are the men. Didn't have to look and dibble and see other Hebrew Israelite camp. I didn't have to do none of that shit. I didn't have to do none of that because I knew, all right, this is it. Nope. It was a sigh of relief. Like, that period after, from between high school, like the 12th grade, mainly like the 12th grade, and then after I graduated to the summer, it was just looking for answers and shit. But then especially closer to the summer, really looking for answers, and then once I came across my teachers, thine eyes shall see thy teachers, it was a sigh of relief. It was a sigh of relief. It was like, all right, the search is over now. And now it's just the journey begins. A lot of them guys can't say that, We can't say that about those men that have no clue who they are, so I'm not going to talk about them on no type of level at all. It's not my place, but where the hell were you? The truth have already gone throughout the four corners of the earth. The work is already almost done. The work is almost done. But you knew this truth. I guess, I don't know the story, but, a lot of cats from what we heard, year 2000, majority got disenchanted and said, all right, the world ain't going to end. Well, fuck it. Plan Z, B, C, D, E, F, G to Z. And now they see World War III. And now they trying to get right. It is what it is. You can fool man, but you can't fool the Lord. So anyway, it says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. So we're fully persuaded in our mind that this is the truth. And, we were taught. The scriptures say that we must be taught, right? We must be taught this thing. All right, I got another precept. Well, everybody know this one. Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh Yahushua. In other words, nobody putting in work, because this is putting in work. You sowing the seed, you plowing, you sowing the seed, you watering, you putting in actual work. You're laboring in this vineyard, right? The work is plenty, but the laborers are few. We're putting in actual work. No man putting his hand to the plow, actually working. The man that hire you, how he gonna look at you? I'm on a job site right now. If I'm given a job to do, which I'm giving jobs to do, I need you to do this, and I start, and I stop, why the hell is he gonna need me? Matter of fact, that's gonna piss him the hell off. You now become a waste of resource. You're a waste. You wasting resources. You wasting money. You just a waste of person. I don't need this guy. He fucking pissed me off. Get him out. Get him off the fucking job site. That's how we talk in construction. Get him the fuck out of here. Call the hall and get somebody new. You know, and then you got another cat replace your ass with the day you go pick up your check. You see another guy doing left off where finishing where you left off at. You know? Don't ever think I'm not saying you, but in general, it's a mindset. Don't ever think you're not replaceable. The Lord can, just like that, replace your ass, man. Give your talent to somebody else. Right? So no man having put his hand to the plow looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. And that's point blank, period. No ifs, ands, or buts, no commas, no nothing. Let me get one more. Get one more real quick. In the book of Luke, chapter 12, in verse 42, it says, and the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make rule over his household to give them portion of meat in due season? The man that continued laboring. All right. It says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find him doing so, doing the work. And that don't mean you go take a break and then a long ass break or whatever break, and then come back when you see the prophecies of what Yahweh said was going to happen right before you come back. And then you talking about you've been doing the work. You know, the scriptures talk about that in Ezekiel, that if a man go back to doing, his ways, go back to his ways, all his righteousness shall be forgotten. You know, all his righteousness shall be forgotten. So whatever righteousness you did in the sight of the Lord, it don't matter if you put in 20 years, 30 years, 10 years, but then you just cold turkey stop, go back into the world, and then you lost in the source. The Lord ain't gonna look back and remember that. All your unjust, all your wickedness is gonna be added right back onto you, and your righteousness is gonna be forgotten. So by us serving the Lord continuously, it gives us a clean slate. By us being able to do this work, being faithful servants to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, it gives us a clean slate because we all need it. We all need it. Terrible judgment is getting ready to come down. And you can fool man, but you can't fool Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And I'm not saying who's not part of the elect. I'm not saying this guy, I'm not saying none of that. The Lord is going to be the one who's going to say that, man. You know what I mean? But we do know this, that the elect is going to give diligence to make their calling and election sure. So that's a tall sign who may be part of the elect. You know, the man, as the scriptures say that, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. So by giving diligence, meaning not taking breaks, continuously doing this work, you're making your calling and election sure. And that's what a man of the elect would be doing to begin with. Show me in the scriptures where any prophets took a break, you know, where it was like, nah, I'm gonna take a couple months off, a year, you know. Remember the excuse about the parable with the man that I don't think it's in here. Matter of fact, I should read on, but it's not in here. The excuse where, I bought a land, I got a family, I got married, I got this, I got that, I must go and take care of that. Yeah, all right. The Lord don't give a F about none of that. The Lord told Peter about forsaking all those things, you're going to receive 100-fold. So we've already forsaken these things, in our mind, our spirit, and in reality, expecting and praying and hoping that the Lord render unto us 100-fold, which is women, your wife, you got wife, you forsake her, put this truth first, you're going to get 100-fold, man, which is an indefinite amount. However much the Lord sees fit, however much you see fit. Children, we're going to have children by the shiploads, man. The chariot loads, just thousands of children. We're going to have land. We're going to have planets. We're going to have riches. We're going to have the abundance. We're going to have, ask of me and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance. We're going to have all of that. First and foremost, the deliverance. Being crowned by Yahweh Shah when he come back. And being delivered from the coming World War III that guys are seeing now. And they getting shook. They shook and shaking off their garments. Probably going to try to, stitch up some new ones because they got, it's moth-eaten, moldy. So anyway, it says, blessed is the servant or that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find doing so. Like on a job, sometimes when the boss step off, niggas be bullshitting. Be on their phone, walking away, leaving to work, you know, disappearing, hiding, do whatever the hell they want to do. But you think the man that hired you don't see what the hell you doing? Because I know if I got a job to be done, I know the details that people. The Most High pays attention to details. All right, you may not, but the Lord knows everything, man. This is the Most High we talking about. So your boss know every single detail. He know he laser vision everything real quick, and then you step off, and then when he come back, and then he look at the amount of time you don't, this ain't done, that ain't done. He know you fucking bullshit, man. He know you bullshitted. So it says, but then if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. That's what they said. A lot of guys said that about in the year 2000. In a nutshell, all right, the Lord, he ain't on my year 2000 midnight, nothing happened. Weeks later, whatever, after the year 2000, whatever, however long, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and the maids, and to eat and drink and become drunken. So they went back into the world. They said to hell with those that my fellow servants and the people that's gonna rely on me, or the babes, the suckling, those that gonna need to hear this word. To hell with them. To hell with them. I'm abandoning post and I'm out of here. That's what they pretty much said. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him. So it is, things is booming. And God, I'm sure they caught off guard, got scared. Oh shit. Meditating on it. You better pray like all hell. Hey man, at the end of the day, we all praying like that the Lord have mercy on us individually. But hey, that's that person, man. Sucks to be them. Not saying like we made it yet, but Lord willing, we continue to fight and make it the hell up out of here, man. Because that's the goal, that's the mission, that's always been on the agenda. So the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in asunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. So you didn't believe, you stopped believing. That's why you went back into the world. And you're gonna have the portion and partaking a portion with the unbelievers, which is destruction, the sword, famine, plagues, pestilence, teeth of wild beasts, spirits created for vengeance, and ultimately that fire from the chariots and the fire from the ICBM missiles. And taking the MOTB. Because Revelation 3 ain't gonna apply to you, where it says, because you kept the word of my patience, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. So when the hour of temptation come, all them cats that's gonna come out of the woodworks, like they always been around, and then trying to flex authority and rank, like, yeah, I did this, I been did that, blah blah blah, whatever. You got the wrong people for that one, man. I mean, Jake, man. Jake be like, and what are you doing now? All right, what are you doing now? It's what you doing now that matters. You know what I'm saying? Not disrespectfully, but it's what you doing now that matters. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So if you knew the will of the Lord told Peter, if you love me, feed my lambs. So the lambs would have been dead. If the lambs were actually depending on you to be fed, they would have died of starvation. They would have died of starvation. The lambs need to eat daily, multiple times within a day. I looked it up before I forget it. I think it's dusk and dawn, one of the two, but they need to eat multiple times in a day. And the lambs, the listeners, the believers, you got an unlimited amount of food supply. So store it up. Eat and store it up, because the famine of the word is coming. All right? Spiritually, of course. You eating the word, and then you storing it up, meaning you taking it in and keeping it within you. Store it up like tangible food. People gonna eat and then store it to the side and keep it for they so-called doomsday prepping. Well, this is spiritual doomsday prepping. And those that was relying on guys that are coming up out of the woodworks, they would have been starved to death and died of thirst, But the apostles, elder bishops, starting with the apostles on down, have continuously fed us. So where the hell was y'all at when brothers were starving like Marvin? Looking for answers, looking for the truth, and questioning why the hell things ain't right in society. What the hell is going on? You know, said what the brother he said. Shalom, bro. Let me see what you said real quick. The water, brother. GMS, Hawaii. Howard, shalom, my brother. Sheep will graze for an average of 7 hours per day, mostly in the hours around dawn and in the late afternoons near sunset. The water, you know, so that's that's constantly, man. You know, that's constantly, you know, it's constantly being fed, and that's what's happening. You are constantly being fed. But what happened with these cats, bro? You know, they you know them there's some shepherds that don't give a damn. The hirelings who will watch the sheep starve out, put them in some dry wasteland, and say, they'll be alright. You know, like that. Scripture said, a wise man or righteous man regard the life of his beast. Well, these guys, you know, it is what it is, man. But just, prepare to see more cats pop out the woodwork, which is prove what's being said and what's being told is true. Proof they have no love for the Lord. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like the elder bro Nas just said, the proof they ain't got no love for the Lord, man. And the scriptures say that I knew, Yahweh Shah gonna say, y'all, you knew I was an austere man. You know I'm dead ass serious. You know I'm austere. I don't play that. And you, man, it's a scary thing to fall into the hands. It's how it goes. It's a scary and dreadful thing to fall into the hands of living power. You know what I'm saying? That's why we trying our best, bro. We beyond trying. We are trying more than trying. We are like what's the name? Don't try, do. You know what I'm saying? We doing, bro. You know, we doing it and then some. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough we can do. It's never enough we could do. You know, shit. Even brothers that be doing, like, I don't think I do enough. You know what I'm saying? And may Lord have mercy on us, but the Lord knows your heart. He knows your work. And you could be the brother doing, multiple videos in a day feeling that way sometimes. But, hey, it's all about, at the end of the day, the elect. It's all about the elect. You know what I'm saying? And the elect ain't gonna take no damn 20-year break, 10-year break, 1-year break, a month break, whatever. And so on and so forth, So that's pretty much it. I'm about to eat real quick and get ready to hit the plantation. So that's that, as the title says, because they see World War III popping, they pop back up. There's gonna be more of that. And I say they because there's gonna be more of them. Where in the hell y'all been at? That's a question. Where in the hell y'all been at? So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Dash. Shalom to the elect, double honors to the apostles. Till next time, shalom.